Matchup now between two conferences with long intertwined histories, and it has always been friendly. It's the SEC versus the ACC here today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the crew looking to make a strong statement against the 18th ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And here we go, the long-awaited kickoff to get this season started. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. So Florida State's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And, of course, Kirk, in the age of transfer quarterbacks, this guy's been one of the most talked-about dudes in the offseason. Here he goes, first game with his new team. What kind of start can he get off to?
Yeah, it's a big question mark. And the one thing about this guy is he's been able to win his teammates over right away, become a great leader. Now he wants to get off to a good start.
First play, looking to throw it. Dump off, caught by the running back. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. And the Seminoles will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Kirk, we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake on first down. Breaks into open space. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. The Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Offense operates to the +46 after that huge gain. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Trap him for a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
Punt team ready to boot it away. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. They call the counter play here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Oh, they can't bring him down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. And the Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He'll field it close to midfield. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
He's got the first down and still motoring.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Play fake, looking to throw. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Throwing off play action. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. You don't see an elite defensive back drop a would-be pick like that very often. Back to throw again. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Seminoles took it a cash in this red zone trip. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. QB decides to keep it here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He breaks free. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it from the gun. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? A quick juke. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense trots that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. On first down, it's play action. And it's caught across the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. The offense going with the hurry up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Running with purpose. He's got room to run. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on first down. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Noles will crank up the tempo.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
A gain makes it second and medium.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
He's brought down out at the 46. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. They're going to throw for it on third and short. He's got it with room to run. Finds room at the 30. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense on the field to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Breaks free. Trying to get the throw off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They keep him off balance with a run. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Here he goes. Past the 20.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaks in open space. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. QB keeps it himself.
That's a good effort, but just not enough for the first down. And I think, Chris, the defense had an idea that this play was coming. You could see him pinch to the inside to prevent the quarterback from breaking past the line to gain.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Ball handed to the running back. Fights off a defender. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
3rd down after that running play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Here's the option play. Look out, room to run here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the quarterback keeps it here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And that run produces a decent gain. The Noles are going to cash in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he drops it. Can you believe it? So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. Oh, and he did not make it. A big fourth down stop. A chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. We knew that tackling was going to be a huge factor today, Kirk. They don't bring him down, and the result is a big gain.
Yeah, where's the form tackling? I know it's a lost art in today's game. Sometimes these guys just come in with their shoulders and just try to bring you down with power and speed, but they've got to do a much better job if they have any chance of slowing this back down or trying to use their arms to pull him down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The pass rush closing in. Grab behind the line. It's locked. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. Now it's second down here.
Well, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's locked.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. But man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the Seminoles looking to run some tempo here.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
It's a nice completion there, Chris, and this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. And sack sets up second down.
Boy, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Grinding away on the ground. Great cut there. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Here comes a handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tennessee's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. He's at the 10, and it'll be a touchdown.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here.
Oh, he's got some room into the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get... And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This offense has it with really good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. To the air on 1st down. Trying to find the end zone. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watts. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Now on the return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds a man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting...
There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these...
Great move. Now he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. And it's in for a touchdown.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna swing it on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Perkins. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They go to the draw. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Vols line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets away from one, finds some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just going to keep it after the snap. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Finds his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Toner. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. From the gun, running back gets to give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought they're
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Knights offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Perkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watts. Hauls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Pulled and finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Off play action. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
With the catch, it's Perkins. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watts. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He caught it. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. hit looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over San Diego State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They kick it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Watts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Watts. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
To the ground. He's got it again. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Going over the top. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out fast. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. Going right to work up top. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He takes it at the 45. And the returner will be dragged down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Oh, he got loose. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's caught. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a convert. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the back. Still making moves. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll pull it on the read. And he's in for the touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Handoff from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. But a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Here's the return. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. toe to leather. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So USF's offense will take the field first. And, David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks, deep.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulls want to move quickly. Rides the back on the option to give. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on third. Got a man. It's Longo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quick.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Gets it out quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
There he goes! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense in hurry-up mode. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running to the left. Plows through the defense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Breaks the tackle. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Perkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Cruz. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Bulls will punt this one away. A high kick trying to pen them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking for a crease. It's Ogden. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking to throw on first down. Connection to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Now the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he used that patented spin move to pick up a few extra yards. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Going to the run to start this second half. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That's reeled in. It's Perkins. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Here comes the heat. Powers through the defender. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Winton. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's going to let it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. On the move at the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ogden. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Finds the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Running to Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. On the move. It's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the fly sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes a knee.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the gun, the ground game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Commodores' offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Punts it out of the air. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Shakes off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Commodores come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Gives him the big stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's locked. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively 1st half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Perkins. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He wants to change this route. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wiggles, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. He's going for the goal line. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It starts. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Commodores will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll go right back to him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Oh, what a cut! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the toss. Finding open areas. There he goes! They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they'll take a knee. All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. I'd advise just throwing this one away. He wants it all. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they